Hey Rad Nerds, it's me, Damien, from thecomicbooknerd.com to give you my picks for comics released this week. First up, we've got Amazing Spider-Man number 652, Revenge of the Spider Slayer Part 1. Alistair Smythe is back, but who really cares about that when the opening panel of the comic is Aunt May screaming, "Murder the bums!" while at the women's roller derby. And on top of that, Peter's new girlfriend, yes, new girlfriend, Carly, is out in the rink on skates. Or not, she's in Mary Jane's lap. You'll remember Mary Jane Watson, right? Peter's wife of 23 years, which was erased by this guy Mephisto to save Aunt May when no one else could. Well, MJ is hanging with Peter and beating herself up about him finding happiness without her. Well, MJ, this is what happens when you make deals with demons. Oh yeah, there's an insect army on the rise too, but make sure you pick this one up, it's really good. Invincible Iron Man number 500. Matt Fraction and a slew of great artists bring together 72 pages spanning the Iron Man story that Marvel has been taunting us with for months. Spider-Man teams up with Iron Man. Another brand new day loose end to tie up. The Mandarin is the ruler of the world in the future, using Tony as a power charger, and the first appearance of Tony's son, Howard Stark. And of course, the death of Tony Stark, which seems to be the fallback to get people to buy Marvel Comics these days. Another Matt Fraction book this week, Thor 619. Yes, Odin is back on the throne of Asgard, or what's left of it. So what's a resurrected god to do on his first night back on the throne? Party, right? Nope. Papa Odin is going to tell a story about the World Tree, the birth of space-time itself, which is the best thing to do seeing as the World Eaters are on their way to eat the world. This book has not disappointed yet, so I definitely recommend picking this one up. Now last week I promised to update you on cool DC Comic icon covers. These are the DC Comics featuring their iconic characters and logos. Now here are a few this week. We've got Batman 706, Batman Streets of Gotham 19, Green Lantern Corps 56, Justice League of America 53, Power Girl 20, Supergirl 60, and Superman Batman number 80. All very cool looking. Comic news this week. The Cape, which is a brand new one-hour drama series on NBC starring David Lyons from ER as Vince Faraday, an honest cop on a corrupt police force who finds himself framed for a series of murders and presumed dead. So to get back at the bad guys and reunite with his family, Vince becomes the Cape, his son's favorite comic book superhero, and takes the law into his own hands while teaming up with Orwell, Summer Glau, River Tam from Firefly. Well, the writers seem to be stuck because there is a contest for you to submit your villain to be on the show, because James Frain isn't creepy enough. Oof. Well, they need your help. Create a colorful villain to terrorize Palm City by submitting a sketch, a name, and a brief description of your villain between now and January 28th at nbc.com/The Cape. Entries will be judged 50% on originality, 50% on creativity. Good luck. Now, new pictures have surfaced on some of our favorite superheroes in upcoming films. Some great high-res close-ups of Chris Evans as Captain America, surrounded by Hydra soldiers. Another of Captain America running alongside what looks to be a rocket while practicing safety first and holding onto the guardrail. What's more impressive is the image of Chris Hemsworth as Thor looking pissed and ready to swing his hammer in the Rainbow Bridge control room. Very cool. Now, the one image that seems to be lighting the torches of angry fanboy villagers everywhere is this image of Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man in Mark Webb's upcoming reboot. Fans are up in arms about the look of the suit. Granted, this is not the work of a high school teenager turned superhero, but the one silver lining I see is that Peter is wearing web shooters. So let us know what you think about this. Now, that's all this week for issues. Follow us on Twitter at @acomicbooknerd and check out the latest on this week's comics at thecomicbooknerd.com. I'll see you next week.